Southeast Iowa Today with John Bain is brought to you by these great sponsors. Car Doctor of Washington, Iowa. No matter who Frankensteined it, they can fix and clean and customize it. Griner Auto Body of Washington, Iowa, using state-of-the-art techniques and decades of experience to get your car back on the road after an accident. Wayland State Bank, over 90 years of being community-minded, just like you, located in Wayland, Winfield, and Mount Pleasant. Hinshaw Trailer Sales of Richland, Iowa. They fix what they sell and don't in their full-time repair shop. They've got a trailer for whatever you need a trailer for. McDonald Boneyard in Keota, Iowa, for all of your farm machinery and auto recycling needs. Girling Repair of Winfield, Iowa. If your mower is dead, call Fred, your Husqvarna and Aaron's dealer. B&B Propane and the family of jet stops located in Burlington, Salem, Stubb, New London, West Point, Denmark, Houghton, Bonaparte, Milton, Fairfield, and Birmingham present Southeast Iowa Today. I'm your host, John Bain, author of Christie's Journey, The Beat Goes On. On today's episode, we're celebrating the Village's 15th anniversary on the square in Washington, Iowa. Loree, thanks for being on Southeast Iowa Today.
Well, thanks, John.
And congratulations on the Village having 15 years on the square in Washington, Iowa. That's incredible.
It is incredible, isn't it?
Yeah.
I can't take a lot of credit because I've only been here a little over 5 years, but this was Kathy Lloyd's dream 15 or maybe longer years ago. Mm-hmm. And she came up with this idea, and it's gone well through, downtown renovations and COVID, where people started shopping online a lot. We have been very fortunate here.
And it's just such a neat place inside and out. I mean, when you walk up from the square, it's got a really nice building front, and then you come in and you've just got incredible items throughout the store. And I'm just showing a little bit here. Yeah. As we're in one section, we're in the Village Gifts section.
Correct, yeah. This section is owned by Diane Tweeten and June Henderson. And that's one thing that's unique about the Village, is that each shop is owned by different people. So we have a variety of folks, a variety of tastes. And so there's something new just about every week, if not every day in here.
So what other kinds of items besides what we see behind you here can people find here in the Village?
We have a really nice clothing section for women. She's got some great brands, and that is Leslie Allender. That shop is called Purposefully You Boutique, and she has clothing, accessories, purses, things like that. Next, I'll just kind of go around the shop.
Yeah.
The next one is Wooden Spoon, okay. And I actually am the owner of that now, almost 2 years, I guess, or it has been 2 years.
Wow.
June Henderson had that to begin with, and so I've got that now. And just a lot of kitchen gadgets that I didn't even know existed out there until I started looking at items. And I've grown that shop quite a bit. It's it's stock full.
So if there's somebody that's watching this video and they're like, hey, I've got a cook in the family and their birthday or Christmas or Thanksgiving's coming up, and there might be something in the kitchen that they might not have.
That's right. There's things in there, like I said, I didn't know existed.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot of nice kitchen gadgets. I've got a nice selection of kitchen towels, mugs, coffees that coffee beans, fresh coffee beans that we can grind for you, or you can grind them at home. Excuse me. Next around the corner is the Village Kids, and Diane Tweeten and I took that over 5 years ago in March. And we've got Melissa and Doug toys, which are really good, great quality toys. Clothing, infant, basically newborn up to 9, maybe 12 months. We'd love to have more and bigger selection of clothing and for bigger kids, but we just don't have the space in there. Mm-hmm. We have some books and just quite a few items there, great for baby showers and things like that.
Now you're currently in the retail world, the retail business.
Mm-hmm.
Have you always been in the retail world?
Well, not always, but I like to tell people once in a while that I cut my teeth on a cash register. Not quite true, but my parents bought into the Coast to Coast hardware store, which originally was just across the street north from here. And I was in, I believe, the 7th grade whenever they bought into that, and the 9th grade whenever they took that over. They were partners for a while, and then they took that over. So I started working there for sure in the 9th grade.
Okay.
So I love retail. I love people. I didn't spend all of my career doing that, but I'm really happy now that I'm retired to be back into retail.
Now, isn't that an interesting word, retired?
Yeah, it really is. You know, my son the other day came in because I got a new rack in the in the Wooden Spoon, and to hang mugs on. And so I had him come in to help me attach that to the wall. And he said, "Mom, you're one of the busiest retired people I know."
And that is great. I think that is one of the huge benefits of retirement. If you do it at the right time in your life and your health is good, you get to, and you've done things in your life ahead of time, when you hit that magic word of retirement, you kind of get to do things you want to do on your schedule, and there's a certain amount of freedom and pride and joy that goes with that, I'm sure.
That is true. That's very true. And I that first year I was retired, I didn't do a lot other than cleaned out cupboards and read books and things like that. And then eventually I thought I needed to do something because I wasn't quite retirement age. I am now, but I wasn't at the time. And so I looked for some part-time jobs. This was one of them. But at one time I had 3 part-time jobs.
Wow.
And they usually work together pretty well, but I was at the break, taking a break at one of them, and I got looking at my calendar, and I was working somewhere 11 days in a row. And I decided maybe that needed to change.
Yeah, exactly.
So this has been, I just do this and some volunteering, but this has been a really good opportunity for me.
I think when a lot of people retire and they do those cleanup things that you said, that first year or so, it's like, well, this is the reason I never did it before. It doesn't really take that long. Right. And then it's like, then what do I do? And and then you go out and find things, and that's wonderful. Yeah. Well, what is something that folks that are watching this may not know to even ask, or myself know to ask about this store that makes it so special?
One of the things, and I really do enjoy everything about this business, but one of the nice things that just happened just about a year ago was we had an empty spot here, and we contacted the schools here in Washington, and it took a little while, but eventually we have the Spirit Spot in here now, and that is run by the Washington High School Parent-Teacher Organization, and we've got a lot of Washington Demon colored things and sports clothing and things like that, and that has been a really nice addition for the village and for the town of Washington. I think. I
bet so. I mean, it makes it more convenient, especially for Washington Demon fans that may not have a school connection anymore.
Right.
They can come in here and get their T-shirt or a jacket or whatever.
Right.
And then look around and, gosh, they might need something else.
Maybe they need something else. Right. Exactly. Yeah. Another nice little corner in the shop here is Fred Witt has Witt's Candy Creations, and he has things all made in Iowa. Kelowna Chocolates, of course, just 15 miles up the road north here. Betty Jane's Candies, which comes from Dubuque, and the Almost Famous popcorn from Cedar Rapids. Wow. So those are all things that he sells quite a bit of here in the shop, and you can get those tasty treats local to Iowa, but right here in Washington.
That is really neat. And there's a lot of local product in here, isn't there?
Well,
to a degree.
Amount, right, a fair amount. And we carry your book for one thing.
Thank you for that.
We also carry Mike Zaw's.
Someone's at the door.
At the door. We also carry Mike Zaw's Saving Brenton documentary here. Mike Cramey, who is a retired teacher here, and he also taught at the college level. He has several books that he has written here in the shop as well. So.
Well, I know as a local author, I truly appreciate it, and I know those folks do too. And just to let our audience know, someone's knocking at the door, but we kind of let it go for a little bit because we're doing this before the store opens today. So
that's right.
So no one would answer the door anyway at this point.
That is very true, John.
So I didn't want anybody to think that Loree was being rude and
Right, ignoring customers.
That's
Never
right.
try to do that.
Never would do that.
No.
No. Well, this has been wonderful. 15 years. I wish you 15 times 10 more and have a village sesquicentennial someday.
There we go.
All of us watching probably won't be around for that,
we
but
might not make it that long.
I don't want to end it on a downer, but I want it to be all friendly and exciting. It's wonderful. I encourage folks to stop at the village here on the square. You're on the northwest corner of the square.
Correct.
And anything else I should add?
Well, in lieu of that, we do have next Tuesday, the 19th, from 4 to 6. We're having a live after 5, even though we're starting at 4 o'clock. And we're going to offer next week 15% off sales or purchases. That does exclude a couple things, but we can let you know if you come in. But that Tuesday evening, we're going to have walking tacos, cookies from J-Dub Sweets here in Washington, and some drinks. So I hope you can come and visit us for that, get a little refreshment, visit with your neighbors, and maybe meet some new friends. And we'll also have a few drawings for some giveaways. So. Well,
you've always got something fun going on. I encourage the folks to be here for that. And Loree, thank you so much and congratulations.
Thanks, John. Appreciate it.
Thanks to Loree for visiting with us today, and congratulations to the village for 15 years on the square in Washington, Iowa. This episode has been brought to you by Car Doctor, Griner Auto Body, Wayland State Bank, Hinshaw Trailer Sales, McDonald Boneyard, Girling Repair, B&B Propane, and the family of Jet Stops. I'm your host, John Bain. Stay friendly, Southeast Iowa.